Alright, let's fix this TroyBilt Bronco. I have a friend today. This is a stray dog that just showed up at my house. It's been coming up here for a couple weeks. Look at my trash over there I gotta get rid of and haul off to the dump. Yeah. Okay, well now let's get back to what we really need to focus on. So we're gonna end up changing the carburetor out. Nice new carburetor. Got a nice new fuel filter there. We got a spark plug in here. Little kit. I'll put a link to it in the description. And it even came with new connector. Oh! Yeah, it's not fit. And fuel shutoff valve. And we got extra. So let's go ahead and get this done. Put this off here. And unscrew from there. And that needs to be replaced for sure. Don't have a new one. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that nasty roaches and mess living in it. Needs to be replaced, but don't have a new one, so for right now, we're just gonna worry about this. So I believe that's a 10? I think that. I believe that needs to come out too. So from up top of there. Let's find it out. That's like an 8. Okay, so this seems to be an 11. No, it's not. It's not an 11. It's just rusted and nasty. Actually, an old lawnmower from a friend, an old friend that, well, I guess he's not a friend anymore because he thinks I stole his stuff at his old place. That was, I was doing work on a place next to his place, and the people who lived at the place that I was working at before were not the greatest of people. And apparently they kept coming back through after they had moved out, even though they didn't have anything there left, but they would still come by. So I don't know if maybe they were coming by to scope out to see what sort of new construction tools were out there or whatever, and then they just noticed that the house next door didn't have anybody over there or what. But long story short, somebody ended up cutting the power off at my friend's house next door because he was still moving out. He was in the process of moving out, and I don't know why they would have done that. I think he had security cameras up, maybe, so maybe that's why they cut the power. They thought that cutting the power would guarantee that they weren't seen by the security camera, but they would have had to known where the security cameras were, or I don't know. It looked like they went in through the bedroom window, from what I could tell, because it was like all scraped up and the window frame was all janked up. I had to end up fixing that as well. But back to the power getting cut off. The power got cut off. He blamed me for going in his house and taking all the whatever stuff he had left that he hadn't moved out. Blamed me for taking all that stuff. And I guess out of spite, decided not to clean out the fridge. Because again, he thought that I broke into his house to clear out the last of his stuff. And yeah, so I had to clean out a rotten fridge with a pregnant wife. That was fun. It's probably the most fun I never want to have again. Okay, so now that part. Let's see if we can get a better angle of that. Because right now it's not doing very good. Camera work. Okay, so now I can maybe do something here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that off. I already shut the fuel off, so I'm just gonna end up taking the whole thing off all the way from down here where the shutoff is. That's right there. It's down here. There's my shutoff. So I'm gonna end up taking that off. Let's see. Because I'm gonna replace that filter too. I'm actually gonna replace this, but I don't really need to. But I am gonna replace that filter. Now, let's see what I can do about this here. Okay, so my best bet to get that out. This should just come right up out of there. Right? No, wrong. It should not. I cannot see from the angle. It definitely has a curve in it. But I'd like to get this out. Boy, it's really hard to do this with a camera right in front of your face. How about we just take it off? Do that. Now I can get this out way easier. That should come out no problem now. And now I can get this out, like so. And then get that out like so. And get this off like so. Oh, fantastic. Just in case anyone was wondering, yeah, this was already disconnected. I disconnected this ahead of time, so yeah, disconnect that before you get this off. This is on there like so, or like so. Right, okay. So, I suppose I could replace that too, but if it fits and works, I'll leave it. But for now, let's replace that, because it did come with some new gaskets, so that's another plus for that little kit. And let me get that off of there. Surely my dog's going to get tired of barking at this stray dog here anytime. If it is annoying you throughout this video, apologies, but I don't know what else to do. I'm not about to call the pound because it's a good dog. Someone's dog. Boy, that is nasty. It really is nasty. Move this back here for now while I do this, and you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Let's get the other side off, shall we? Well, yeah, so anyway, about how I got this lawnmower. This lawnmower was left. He purposefully left this because I had to keep up the cutting up the lawn over there. He said if I kept up with cutting the lawn that I could keep the mower, and I went ahead and kept up with the lawn over there. And yeah. Anyway, life's a hoot. But what are you gonna do? There was no convincing him that I did not go in and take his stuff and turn off the power breaker. Like, why would I want to do that, shooting myself in the foot? Because I'm just saying, if I'm gonna look, I don't care what house it is. If I'm gonna go cut the power off in some house, especially if it's a house that I'm expected to clean up and refurbish later, I'm gonna go and look inside that fridge before I cut off some power, because I ain't gonna believe and leave it to you that you gonna end up cleaning out the fridge once the power's been cut off, especially if you're moving out. Maybe that's why, what all that was about. He just didn't feel like cleaning up all that nasty stuff, so he just developed this, you did whatever, because I don't want to have to deal with it. It was nasty, I tell you what. I just about done anything good out of that, because it was gross, gagging, maggots, rotten, everything, rotten meat, liquefied, just gross. But yeah, I totally did that to myself. It's ridiculous. But yeah, there was no telling him otherwise. I did it, and that was that. Okay, well, then he was saying, quit harassing me, and I was just trying to tell him, like, yo, dude, I was trying to give you the 411, because I did notice that his bedroom window looked disheveled, and it looked like, the grass was kind of grown up in the front yard. A couple weeds and stuff. I think this had broken by then, but you could definitely tell that it looked like somebody had walked over there, and then you could see, like, you know how paint gets like a chalky residue after a while? You could see where the chalk had kind of been scraped off of the underneath the bedroom window, so it definitely looked like somebody was climbing in there. And like I said, I might actually still have pictures of it. Maybe I can put in the video. You can see where the window had been all sorts of screwed up. I'm sure there was an easier way to get inside that house that was less destructive. Alright. You know, I don't even have a rag, which would be nice, so I can clean this off a little better. But, oh well, here's what it is. Let's do this. Can I even see what I need to see here? No, not really. Again, it's because it's so hard to film anything. But I guess I'm just gonna upload it the way it is. It's very hard. I should have taken this this hood off, but random doggy coming around sort of threw a monkey wrench into things. I was not expecting to have to babysit a doggy, which is essentially what's going on right now. He's just sitting over here with me while I work on this lawnmower. Alright. Get that nice little clippy clip up there so no fuel will leak out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is, I'm surprised that wasn't included in here. That one little clip, maybe it is. Maybe I missed it. It could be in the box. So let me get the box because I am actually kind of curious to know if this little plastic grommet is in here. I don't know. Oh, let's see. What a cool thing. It did come with the carburetor cleaning kit. So I've got a whole bunch of brushes I can clean out the carburetor with. But no, I do not see plastic little grommet. That does not mean it was not in there at some point. I just have been disheveled the past few weeks since I got it, so I may have just misplaced it. Now, let's see. Not that one. I think that's going to go on the outside. But that guy looks a little different than this guy. It's got a little divot right there. Don't think that's going to matter, though. At all. No, I don't see anywhere on here that would have made any sort of difference of where that was, so I think that's going to be fine. Alright. Can't see that, but I'm putting the gasket on. Attempting to. I don't know if that bolt's supposed to be like this. This is a Frankenstein project, so, you know, it is what it is. I could change this out. I may change this out. Oh man, I pulled the jacket off too? Okay, maybe not. We'll just, if it works, I'm just going to leave it alone. But I would like to maybe change out the spark plug on this too. So we'll see about that after we get this thing. This video is already 20 minutes long. It's probably going to be an hour by the time I'm done with it. Alright. Bada bing. Oh yeah, I need to get that plastic grommet out of there. See how there's nothing there? We got something there. So I need to get that grommet out and put it in there. In said new one. Come on. Just little clips. There we go. Where are you going? So you just decided to finally leave and head out? You're actually going to go to your owner's house? Or are you gonna, am I going to see you a little bit later? Yeah? No? Maybe so? Okay. Still not completely sure about me petting you yet? That's cool. I ain't trying to get bit. Did I not put that in right? No, it's gotta be right. That is right. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you decided to stay. Hey, look, that's cool. You can stay. Like I said, I just ain't trying to get bit. That's all. I was just wondering. Oh, nice. Oh, be nice to me. Come on. I know you're a pain in the butt, but you ain't gotta be. You could work and be nice. Good. It's seeming like it does not want to play. Why don't you want to play? What gives? It's the exact same thing. See, this is the type of stuff you run into when making a video. And you're just like, nothing like that will happen. Why would it? I mean, I'm just putting a stinking carburetor on. Let's make a video about it. And then you start making a video, and then it's like, nah, we're gonna make things 20 times more difficult to make it look like you don't know what you're doing. And that's about it. Any content creator, I'm sure, has ran into the same sort of problems. To where they're just like, oh my gosh. Especially any content creator that fixes things. And they're just probably like, oh man, yeah, I'm speaking the truth right here. Oh, that sure is fun. Okay. Boy. Boy, oh boy. I think I could actually cut that a little shorter. That looks nasty. Looks like that hose is seeing some better days. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Because the other one had a little slit in it. For right over there. So I guess I'm going to pull that back off after all that. Well, I'm going to make an attempt. I guess I'm going to put this on there. I mean, could be the thing that goes on there. The other piece that was on here. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a whole completely different. So there was 2 gaskets on here. Well, that's one thing. And I may just leave it on there because it seems to be okay. I'm not going to worry about that. That should not prevent it from running. Nor should that. Yeah, it'd be great if my dog would stop barking. It'd make a much better video, but that's just... Bruh, could you please stop barking? No? Okay. It's kind of what I figured. Okay. Now that that's done. Get that little guy back in. And let's start piecing this thing back together, shall we? Let's really get on it here. Everything's 10 times more difficult with the camera in the way. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Now that can stick right in there. Okay. Boy, I hope this works after all this. Thanks for tuning in and listening to my ranting. It's a nice day out. At least that. I was going to try and make a short from this video, but I don't even know if it's worth it. Honestly. I put the right size on. Boy, I know it said it's not going to rain, but it sure does look like it's going to rain. I don't know where Mr. Stray Doggy's going to be going off to. I hope he's got at least some place to go. Oh, yeah, how did I get this on here before? Because that likes to sink back when I'm trying to work on it. Yeah, so it just spins when it should be locking in place. So that's not good. Like there, it's kind of locked, but I can't hold it there and tighten at the same time. Oh, I think it caught. It did, okay. It did, okay, thank goodness. And just, we'll get it snug. I don't need to heat man tighten this. It's just a paper gasket. Alright. Let's see if I can get that top bolt in. Do I even have my Sparkplug socket wrench? Surely, I've got it somewhere. Stay tuned, we're going to find out here in just a minute. And hopefully we're just going to kick this thing on and it's just going to start running. And then I'll be adding a deck down here. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, what was that for? Oh. Actually, what was that for? Am I forgetting something? I don't think so. I think we're good, aside from putting in that spark plug, so let's see what that's going to entail. Okay, so I don't see any sort of spark plug wiring or anything that's sticking out like a sore thumb, so I'm going to have to bet it's under this. So let me go ahead and get this out. Okay, some He-Man tighten that on there. Of course, it wants to be a pain in the butt. It's alright. Be a pain. Be a pain. You ain't gonna bring me down. Not a chance. So this pretty much turned into a can you stand dogs barking video for however long this is going to take, 2 hours. There we go, there's the spark plug. Okay. And there's some stuff we can just grease up while we're here. Why not? Any little moving parts, like that starter there. And just because it's a rust preventative, anywhere I can think of to do it, I'm going to do it. Okay, now let's get this spark plug. Perhaps this wrench set will do it. Perhaps. Really? Maybe. I think it might be too fat. What about an extension? I might have to go find my... Oh, nope, we're good. Extension works. I mean, it don't look terrible from the outside. It doesn't look terribly old from the outside. Oh, well, that's nice. Alright. No, it doesn't look bad at all, actually. I may end up saving that, because it doesn't look bad. But we do have a brand new spark plug. It is not a name brand or anything, but being it's new, we'll just go ahead and put it in. Oh, now you're whining? Now the stray is whining, I guess, because he wants to see my dogs. Isn't that nice? Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I guess that is right. Well, let's release the fuel into said filter, and we shall fill it up. Alright, so now theoretically, I should be able to start it. Well, that all depends on how the battery is. It's been sitting out here for a little while. I don't know how those dogs going. Works. So now we'll just put it back together and then we're done. And now that just stirred up my dog even more so now. The stray dog did not like the starting of the motor. What is this even? Oh, that's just a bleeder? An air bleeder. Okay, that's exactly what that is. Shake off? No. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just a little carburetor. Now if my push mower, if that's all it were. I don't know what's going on with that. We're gonna have to figure it out. And if there's like a loose connection or something. If it's getting air, I assume it's getting gas, because it's spraying the carburetor on that. I don't know what to do with this stray dog tonight, because he's just hanging out around in the yard right now. Every time I fed him, he don't want to leave. But I didn't want him going out into the road at the bottom of my driveway, because it is a busy road at a high rate of speed. So people aren't going like 25, 35 miles an hour on the road at the end of my driveway. They're going like 55, 60 miles an hour. Is this stripped or what? There's no way this thread is this long. Okay, maybe it is. Jeez. Oh, God. Here we have it. That's it. This mower now runs. So now I need to shut off the gas. Let it run it out, really. That's what I need to do. And that's it. Bada bing. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing me rant. Have a good one. Oh, I tried to cut the gas off.